So there was a certain man who had two sons. And so the younger son came to his dad one day and said, "Listen, father, I want my share of inheritance." So the father agreed and gave him his share of inheritance. And so he took his inheritance and went to live his own life. And so while he was doing that, he partied quite a bit. And after a while, obviously, he was dead broke. And to make matters worse, then came a famine on the land. So there was no food. So what could he do? He joined himself to the citizens of the land, because he was not originally from that country, right? He joined himself to the citizens of the land, and they sent him to feed their swine, right? The person that he went to stay with sent him to feed their swine. And so things got really rough, because he had to basically start partaking of the swine's food because he was hungry. And while doing that, he started thinking, when I was in my father's house, life was not like this. Even the hired servants have a better life than I do. And if I should go back to my father, maybe I should go back home and ask my father if I could be a hired help. Because after all, I have squandered my inheritance, so I'm not worthy to be his son after all again, right? And so he decided to go back home. And so he started his journey to go back home. So when he was a distance away at eye view, the father, who was always at the door waiting just to see his son, saw him in a distance and ran to meet him, right? And the father kissed him and welcomed him home. And so the father, he did not chastise him. He was just so happy that his son came home. And what did the father do? The father threw a party, one of the best party that there was ever in that house. And so he threw him a party and gave him the best of everything at that celebration. And so Jesus told the story in Luke chapter 15, because he wanted us to realize, to understand the love of God, and that no matter how far we think that we've gone, if we come back to God, if we come back to him, God will wrap his arms around us. He will throw us a party, and he will be so happy that we're home with him, right? And so in Luke chapter 15 and verse 7, he says, "I say unto you likewise, joy shall be in heaven over one sinner that repented."